Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Overwatch Weekly. Not a lot of stuff to talk about this week. I'm going to assume a lot of that comes down to this past week being Thanksgiving here in the United States. I hope all of you in the United States watching this had a great Thanksgiving and Thanksgiving weekend. Hopefully, you did not get sick like I did. So if I sound a little off in this video, that would be why. But yeah, we're going to jump into this video with the information that there is. Not a lot going on, but there is some stuff. So the first thing, yesterday, Ashe went live on the competitive side of the live server. So if you wanted to play Ashe in comp, now is the time to be able to do so for the first time ever. So get your comp games in with Ashe. Enjoy some Ashe in comp. I look forward to seeing what kind of stuff we see in the pro scene. We got some, homecoming events coming up this Saturday and Sunday. I know New York and Philadelphia, New York and LA Valiant are coming up. I know that there's been tons of different events going on, but I'm excited to see if maybe we see some Ashe in those. Maybe we do, maybe we don't. Who knows? I don't know what patch they'll be playing on, but I'm excited to see what stuff we got going on in that side of the game. But let's move on to the next story, which is the Black Friday / Cyber Monday sale. I talked about it last week a little bit, but it is still ongoing for the next couple days. Ends on the 30th. So if you want to check stuff out, there is stuff 30% off, stuff 50% off, stuff 75% off, plus the $20 BlizzCon goodie bag. The 75% off stuff, which is obviously the best deals, are mostly Overwatch League stuff from Season 1. So if you wanted to get that jersey you never managed to get, or pick up a hat, a jacket, whatever for your favorite team, just to give you an example of some of these prices. Button sets you can get for 75 cents. You can get the authentic home jerseys for $21.25. These are obviously all U.S. prices. You can get the T-shirt for $6.25, the fitted hat for $10, long sleeve shirt for $9.50, joggers for $11.25, season 1 shirt, which is different than the inaugural season shirt. You can get that one for $7. The performance jacket for $30. The scarf for $5. Keychain for $2.50. The starter home jersey for $15. You can get some good prices on some of the stuff if you want it. The sticker pack for $1.25. Socks for $5. The snapback hat for $8.75. So whatever you have interest in of these different Overwatch League product, you can get the drinking glass for $4. You can pick any of those kinds of Overwatch League stuff up. There's other stuff also for 75% off, and some other stuff in other price ranges as well. But you get 30%, 50%, and 75% off, and $20 goodie bag. Sale ends on Friday. So if there's something you wanted and didn't find or didn't pick up, now might be your chance. Next is a weird story that only really applies to people in or who will be going to New York City in the next couple of days. But if you go to the Kellogg store in New York City, you can get loose COOs early. And that's really all it is. They should be coming out, I think, in December, on December 3rd. But until then, you can go to the Kellogg store in New York City to pick up Lucio's early. So yeah, that's a fun little thing there. Next, much like the little aside I made at the beginning of the video with Ashe, I have another little aside to make for all the Overwatch League fans out there. The teams must have 8 players under contract for Season 2 by December 1st, which is this Saturday. What this means is any team that has not made a roster announcement, such as Chengdu, Vancouver, or Washington, those are the 3 teams that at this moment have not made any significant roster announcements or haven't announced players that would get them to that 8-player mark. Those teams have to have players under contract by December 1st. What this means is, even if they don't announce something by December 1st, they have players under contract. So most likely we will be learning about these teams' brands and probably the rosters in the next week or two. They might wait until after that deadline, but I don't expect them to. Then this is the last major date of 2018 for Overwatch League Season 2 before we get into all of the 2019 stuff, such as the start of the season on February 14th. But right now, this is the main date to look at. So Saturday, um, maybe we get some announcements on some of these rosters and some of these brands, but for now, we don't have any information other than there will be rosters that have at least 8 players confirmed by Saturday. But there is also one little interesting thing going on Saturday, potentially. This is a rumor that is relatively confirmed. I say relatively, it's 99% confirmed. This comes from r/competitive Overwatch over on Reddit, and it is titled, "In case there was any confusion, the Vancouver team will be revealed on the 1st of December. Who would have guessed during the Canucks game?" So for those of you who do not know, the Canucks are the Vancouver hockey team for the NHL. So they're a professional hockey team, a big hockey team, obviously being in the NHL. And this is an email that comes from fan services for the Canucks. And it says hi, and then the name of the person receiving the email, their name is blocked out. "Thanks for contacting Fan Services, an Overwatch announcement. We're so excited to have our very own pro esports team. The announcement is currently set to take place on December 1st during the second intermission. Please note that all items are subject to change as per our game entertainment and media relations teams. I hope that helps. If there's anything else we can do for you, don't hesitate to reach out to Fan Services, again, at their phone number or at their email address." So that is what looks like a confirmation that we will be getting a announcement for the Vancouver team at some point on Saturday during the second intermission. Now that game starts at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. The Vancouver Canucks take on the Dallas Stars. So if you are interested in checking that out, that is what you need to look for. Canucks playing the Dallas Stars, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. I don't know how long hockey intermissions take because I'm not a huge hockey fan, but that is what you need to know. Next, we have a couple roster reveals. Some of these teams that didn't have full 8-team rosters do. You may have noticed that I mentioned 3 before. Those 3 are the ones that don't have those roster announcements as of me recording this video. The Hangzhou Spark and the Guangzhou Charge spent the last week, give or take, revealing their rosters. So we'll start with the Hangzhou Spark, who finished their roster off. In terms of the announcement first, I'm not going to go too in-depth on these. I'm just going to name the players and the role that they play in the team. I'll go much more in-depth on these teams when I get to them in my my series of videos on the Overwatch League Season 2 rosters that I've been doing 2 a week for the past few weeks. If you haven't seen any of those, what are you doing? But it's whatever. If you haven't seen any of those, check those out if you're interested. But with the Hangzhou Spark, we'll start with their DPS role. They have Adora, Bazzi, Godsby, and Crystal. On their tank role, they have Gushui and No Smite. On Flex Tank, they have Rhea. And then for their support role, they have IDK, Revenge, and BB. So that is their roster as of right now. I'll go more in depth, like I said, when I get to them in my video on the team. But now, the Guangzhou Charge, who just revealed their entire roster at one time, with the exception of Hotba, who had been revealed to be traded to the team by Philadelphia in October. We do have the entire Guangzhou Charge roster. So we're going to start with the DPS role, which is comprised of Eileen, Happy, Kid, and Nero. A very interesting DPS core there, with all 4 players being from a different country. Next, we have the tank role, where we see Rio. In the flex tank role, we see Hotba. And in the support role, we see Chara, Only Wish, Shu, and Wonjae Lee. So that is your Guangzhou Charge roster. That is your Hangzhou Spark roster. And that is where I am out of stories, unfortunately. I know it's sad. It's a sad day. One little thing we can all rejoice about, though, is that the Overwatch League player tracker has finally been updated. It's the first time it's been updated in about 3 weeks. um, little over 3 weeks. Actually, it might be like exactly 3 weeks. So we get a lot of the updates to some of these teams that have made announcements. So if you want to see some of the announcements made and signings, whatnot, Chengdu Hunters with their head coach, or coaches, I guess, at least. You can look at the Guangzhou Charge again if you want. You can look at the Hangzhou Spark again if you want. Some signings made by the New York Excelsior, one signing to be exact. The Paris Eternal, they made a signing today of one additional player. Or, well, I guess when you're watching this video, it was yesterday. It's not yet on the player tracker as I'm recording this, but I'm sure it will be soon. You had the Toronto Defiant wrap up their roster, which I don't know if I ever really talked about their roster. But I'll get to their roster eventually. But their roster looks very interesting. So a lot of cool stuff to check out on the player tracker. So if you want to check out that, it is in the description and it is fully updated. Hopefully by the time this video comes out. If not, it should be updated very soon. But that is now where I will end this video. So if you guys enjoyed, consider liking and subscribing as it helps out the channel a bunch. And comment down below what you think about Overwatch League Season 2 so far, in terms of the team signings and whatnot. And also, if you're excited about Lucio's, because we're so close to getting those. But that is everything I have for you. Thank you for watching. I will see you all in the next video. Have a wonderful day, and bye-bye.